final. And the next race that we will have on our race course, and they have already started and coming through the 500-meter point, is the men's youth double. This is also the C final. Let me set the whole field for you. As you see, your leader appears to be Long Island, but let me set the whole field. In lane 1 is Cambridge, lane 2 is Y Quad Cities, lane 3 is Commencement Bay, lane 4 Conestoga, lane 5 Long Island, lane 6 Oak Neck Academy, and in lane 7 is Indianapolis.
And Long Island with just a nice advantage as we move towards the 750 through the 500. Mid-second 500, we can see the marker on land that signals 750. They've got a nice lead over the rest of the field. Looks like out of lane 7, Indianapolis rather, really keeping themselves in it. So definitely potential to be challenged. Yes, they have open water now, but it's still very early in the race, and Conestoga is keeping themselves right in it as well.
Yeah, and starting to show more speed is a boat just above Conestoga as well, Commencement Bay. I think Conestoga is sitting in second place, just slightly ahead of the boat from Indianapolis, but those two probably separated by a couple of feet. So not even worth exactly calling. We'll see at the checkpoint what the times look like. You see how close that is. That's that race that we're talking about. It's Indianapolis in the red boat closest to the camera. The gold boat is Conestoga. They are stroke for stroke as they come through and approach the halfway point. But your leader continues to be lane 5, Long Island. And we've seen some good racing from these boats, these entries from Long Island in these sculling events. As they come through 1,000, it's open water for Long Island, and you can see it's basically dead level. We'll see exactly what it is, probably a tenth or two separating Conestoga and Indianapolis as they come through. And then it was maybe Commencement Bay there sitting in 4th place, or Cambridge, those two very close to one another. So we've got a lot of very close racing going on, a tenth of a second separating 2nd and 3rd and 4th and 5th. So great racing. Who's going to throw punches in this third 500 as you look at 4 connected boats as they come into that third 500, but they're all trailing still Long Island.
Yeah, Conestoga in the picture now out of lane 4, currently running second. But Indianapolis we'll keep an eye on. They look like they might be having to fight off some competitors on the far side of the field. That's lane 1, Cambridge, and even Y Quad Cities, out of Commencement rather, out of lane 3. So it's a deep field, again, 7 boats in this race, which typically we'll see 6. So it's another kind of layer of complexity for these athletes as they keep track of everyone on the field. That's why it's nice to be Long Island and just to be out ahead and really see the full field behind you. Good press from Conestoga. Again, I think Conestoga will just have to make sure they hold off everyone else.
Open water for Long Island ahead of Conestoga. Conestoga maybe half a length over Cambridge. It looks like Cambridge starting to move in lane 1 on the far right side of your screen if you're watching at home or on the Jumbotron here at Nathan Benderson Park. And then Cambridge just ahead of a very close race to my eye between the boats from Commencement Bay and maybe Oak Neck Academy. That's a good shot of your leader, though, as they come into the last 500 meters. That is Long Island. And then as you see the camera pan, you saw that they have quite a bit of open water back to that gold boat right in the center of the screen. That's Conestoga. Conestoga really getting a challenge from Cambridge on the far right, though, Colleen, as they come into and approach the final strokes of this race and get into those red buoys. A lot of speed out of Cambridge. They're dangerous up there in lane 1.
Yeah, Cambridge, but Cambridge, of course, will have to watch out for Commencement Bay. So it's Cambridge leading Commencement Bay, Cambridge running 3rd, Commencement Bay running 4th, but really tightly packed, and I think just a battle happening between those lanes 1 and 3. No doubt about it, Long Island out ahead in a position to win this C final, barring any big upsets. Conestoga in the yellow shell out of lane 4, and then, Cambridge on the move. Cambridge now decidedly ahead of Commencement Bay out of lane 3, but we'll keep an eye because everyone's getting faster, and just next to Conestoga, Commencement Bay is really on the charge. Long Island holding the lead.
Commencement Bay might be the fastest mover right now. They're in the last 200 meters. Do they have enough space to try to catch both Conestoga and on the outside Cambridge? And then also going, and not to be left out here, is Oak Neck Academy. Oak Neck Academy really winding it up in lane 6. But here we go. It's Long Island trying to go start to finish in lane 5. I don't think anybody's going to track them down. It's Conestoga in the gold boat. They're trying to stay in that second place position. Here comes Oak Neck Academy. I think Oak Neck Academy is going to get maybe into the second or third place position when it's all said and done, but it is Long Island, and they're going to go ahead and win this C final of the men's youth double. And then it's going to be, to my eye, Conestoga with maybe a little bobble there, but I do think Conestoga hung on. And then a photo finish between Oak Neck Academy and Commencement Bay, just ahead of then Cambridge, who will finish ahead of both Indianapolis and Y Quad Cities. Wow, really close racing at the end there, and a huge last 500 meters from Oak Neck Academy, who we hadn't talked about the entire race, getting right into the mix at the finish line. So that was